Hey everybody, it's Monty, and I was just browsing YouTube, and I found a video by a Mormon that is in Utah that is a high priest. In fact, he's one of the high priests that, very, very high priest. And the video is titled Mormon Interview, Full Interview. Now, I encourage Mormons to watch this because this is what Mormons believe that are actually higher up in the Mormon hierarchy. The modern Mormons are heretics if they watch this and deny this. They're not from their prophet Joseph Smith. They're just, and this guy, let me tell you something else. He's crazy. He goes into some subjects that, now let's read what to say here. Add thou not unto his words, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar. Proverbs 30, verse 6.
John, are you an active Mormon today in the LDS Church?
Absolutely. I was born into the restored gospel, and I have been a lifelong member, and I intend to die in the restored gospel.
So you're not a bitter, angry Mormon. You actually love your prophet and the teachings of your church, and you consider them to be sacred. You're an active church member today.
Oh, absolutely. I have a great love for the prophet Joseph Smith, the founder of our religion, right on down to our present leader, Thomas S. Monson, and everything that is embraced within my faith, from the early leaders to the modern leaders. I love it all, I believe it all, I sustain it all, and I will carry a testimony of all of that into eternity with me.
And you've made the statement several times to me that you will die a Mormon. I mean, it's, even though you and I have discussed it, you have made mention to me that you will die a Mormon.
Well, yes, I have had street preachers like yourself who are good friends, dear friends, who are praying for my soul all the time. Pastor Holmes yesterday, who's from New York, said, "I'm still praying for you, Brother John." And I said, "Well, pray all you want, but I said I will die a Latter-day Saint."
Like me becoming a Buddhist or a Hare Krishna, I can assure you that's not going to happen. Now, the only reason I'd asked that question about you being an active, not only a Mormon, not only a member of the church,
Here it comes.
not only a priest, you're a high priest in that temple. Is that correct, John?
Well, I'm a high priest in the priesthood of God.
He's going to recite his qualifications. This is no little minor dude that has elder pinned on his badge, with his name. This guy is the real deal. He is one of the higher ups.
The temple, of course, is where those who hold the higher priesthood can function, but in the ranking of priesthood, the high priest is the highest elevation that you can go in this priesthood. And I consider this a very sacred and a holy calling, and I've tried to live my life in conformity with those things that will enable me to have a great relationship with God. Not a good relationship, but a great relationship with my God, the God of the Book of Mormon.
And the only reason I bring this up, it's the foundation, because I'm not talking to a kid who has the word elder pinned on his shirt and he has acne. It's hard for me to believe an elder can have acne on his face. An elder to me is somebody who has gray hair and who's been around a while. You are a high priest, so I just want our viewers to know that we are talking to somebody who has a little bit more substance than an acne kid that hasn't even shaved and who's considered an elder. You are somebody who the church recognizes, and you love your church.
Well, I have been told by those both in and out of the church that know of the collection I have. I have a collection of about 139,000 books. And a great part of that library is related to early Mormon history, modern Mormon history, its doctrine and so forth. And I am well read and well versed in every aspect of Mormonism, both the early church, Joseph Smith and his brethren, down to the present, to Thomas S. Monson and his brethren, the changes and the revisions that have been made and everything in between. I am very well versed in all of that.
As, in my opinion, every Mormon LDS church member should be.
They should be, but unfortunately they are not. Most people don't like to read. Most people will kind of skim the surface, do just what is necessary, and nothing beyond that. But when I came to this world, I brought with me a great love for the truth from the premortal world. So everything within the restored gospel, what the world vulgarly calls Mormonism, but I consider the restored gospel and the restored church. I have embraced it. I have studied it. It is my meat and drink. It is the very purpose for which life has meaning to me.
Now, John, I am not a Mormon. I've never been a Mormon, so I have no idea what Mormons believe other than what I've read. And quite frankly, I'm just a Gentile dog saved by God's grace. And so I'm not anybody within the Mormon church. But as an outsider looking at your church, in my opinion, it's as if Alfred Hitchcock and Stephen King committed fornication and birthed your religion. To us non-Mormons, there's more science fiction than there is holiness. You have, for example, the planet Koloff, or you have baby spirits.
That's the planet Koloff. Koloff, which we believe is where God lives.
You have baby spirits from other planets. God himself being once a man. Jesus and Satan, brothers. Golden tablets. The Garden of Eden in Missouri. Holy underwear. Secret rituals in the temple. Baptizing for the dead. We have millions of other...
Okay, I'm just going to cut it off there and let you click on the video and watch it for yourself. Like I said, the title is Mormon Interview, Full Interview. Now, go ahead and watch this. It's like 2 hours and 30 minutes long. 2 hours, 24 minutes, something like that. But this guy just... Not him, the Mormon. It's just absolutely, you can see this is the higher up dogs within, I shouldn't say dogs, he's not, but I mean, he is the high priest. He knows what he's talking about. He knows the religion, and he goes after those new modern day Mormons that claim to think they know what Mormonism is, and he tears them up one side down the other, telling them, what you're doing is not Mormonism. This is Mormonism. Now, I highly recommend all Mormons that are modern day Mormons to watch this video and get an understanding of what your cult is based upon. It's based upon this. I'm telling you now, Mormons, you're going to see the rapture come and go. And you are going to be devastated when you see it, because you have been told the truth and you have relied upon a warm, tingly feeling in your chest. That's going to come back and haunt you. You are going to have to go to the Jesus Christ of these scriptures and forget all that other cult stuff within this crazy guy's religion. Alright, bye.